Hello guys, welcome to Afom TV. My name is Afom. I want to thank you for coming back, watching our videos, subscribing, sharing our videos, commenting. I want to let you know that we appreciate everybody who supports our channel by responding to our videos. Also, if this is your first time being here, then you are at the right place. This is Afom TV. Here, what we do is that we look at issues that affect animal farming, especially in Ghana, but in Africa as a whole. So, if animal farming is of great interest to you, then click on the subscribe button, share our videos, comment, let us know that you are watching the videos, and then we'll try as much as possible to also respond to most of the comments that come. I have decided to do this vlog because I'm actually going on a long journey. I'm moving from Accra to the central region, and my purpose over there is to go and oversee a friend's farm, somebody who has become a friend through this channel. He is not in Ghana, he is actually in the UK, but he has started a great project in Ghana that I want to go and see and look at how we can scale it up and make it profitable and commercial. So on my way, I want us to look at some issues that affect farming in Ghana. For me, one of the greatest challenges or the biggest challenge of farming in Ghana, the first one is land. I know I've said this in other videos, but you would agree with me that our land tenure system in Ghana is not the best. Our land conveyance system is not the best. Sometimes there's so much confusion and chaos. But for people who do not actually live in Ghana, the risk and the headache is higher. Because you see, if you are in Ghana, you can quickly move over to your land and see if something is happening. But if you don't stay here, but you are living in the diaspora, you can only hear about what's happening. But then you are tied. Your hands are tied because you can't really do anything much about it. So I wanted us to talk about how to acquire land, possess the land, and then protect your land. Because you know that just paying for the land does not legally give you ownership of the land. There are certain things that you have to do to actually possess a land if you have paid for it. The laws of Ghana as amended, the land laws or the land act as amended in 2020 actually gives some specifications that if you acquire a land, you must do. The first thing that you must do if you acquire a land in Ghana is you have to protect the land. You have to possess the land. I don't know where you might have bought the land from. It might have been from a chief, it might have been from a family, it might have been from an individual. But first of all, even before you pay for the land, you must look for the real owners of the land. You know, there are some lands in Ghana that are owned by families. So no matter who the chief is, the chief cannot sell you the land. So if you buy such a land and the family later comes and decides to take over, you'll be in hot trouble. So first of all, you must know who the real owners of the land are, whether it is the chief, the family, or the individual. So if it is for the stew, it is the stew land. That means that the chief is in charge, and the chief can sell you that land and give you papers, valid papers. But if the land belongs to a family, it means that you have to look for the family head or whoever is in charge of that estate to be able to give you valid documents. Because if it is for a family and you go and buy from a chief, it will still not hold legally in Ghana. So you have bought your land legally. The first thing that you must do is not to look for papers. Most of us make a mistake. We make that mistake of rushing for the papers of the land, the documentation of the land, rather than possessing the land. The first thing you must do is possess the land. Look, the documentation can take a while. Sometimes, you know, Ghana in our bureaucratic system, go and come, lands commission, district assembly, whatever, it will take a while. But in waiting for that documentation to be complete, do not leave the land bare, please. Do something on the land. Legally, you must possess the land, as in there should be something on the land to show that somebody has taken ownership of the land. So don't leave the land bare thinking that once you get the right documents, everything is all right. No. If you buy a land and you leave it for a while unoccupied, and somebody comes to occupy the land, even if you have documents, valid documents, and the person also bought it from the right owner, because you know sometimes they can sell the land to two people at the same time. But when that happens, the first person who occupied the land has a bigger claim to the land than you with the documents. So it is very, very important that when you buy the land, the first thing that you must look at is possess the land. Do something on it. You can lay some block fence wall on the land. You can build a small structure on it. You can plant some, let's say, crops. By crops, I mean crops that will show that do not grow on their own. Crops that will show that somebody intentionally planted this thing to take ownership of the land. So you can plant palm nuts, something that will last for a long time, something that a judge will see that somebody reasonably planted this thing to take charge or to possess this land. So that is very, very important that as people who seek to own lands, we do, whether it is a farm land or it is a residential land, industrial land, whatever land that you buy, the first thing you must look for is to possess and occupy the land, and not the documentation. You can do the documentation later. Also, for those of us who buy lands and then ask people to go and occupy the land, normally we call it in our local parlance resumame. If you give your land to a resumame and you leave the land to the resumame for some years without taking charge, without checking for the checking to see how things are being done on the land, and the resumame bails on the land or takes reasonable possession of the land, there's something that we call hostile takeover or false ownership. The resumame, after some years of your neglect, can now claim ownership of the land. So these are legal matters that I want people to take note of. If you buy a land and you have a resumame, somebody looking after the land for you, you must make sure that reasonably a judge can see that you came on the land, you took the welfare of the land into your own care. But if you buy it and you just leave it for some years, and the person goes out of his way to, let's say, build a fence wall or plant trees on it or do something to show that he is in possession of the land for several years, I think the laws are that the person can claim ownership of the land, and now you have to battle it out with the person at the law courts. So that is one thing that I also want you to note, that when you buy a land and you give it to somebody to go and look after it for you, please make sure that you check up on the land. Make sure that reasonably we can determine that you had the interest of the land at heart, and that you did not just leave the land to the occupant, the temporary occupant of the land, to do whatever he wants on the land. So basically, these are some of the issues that most people have challenges with when it comes to buying land in Ghana. As I said, I know our system is not perfect, but we keep working on it. But buying land in Ghana is one of the biggest headaches of everybody, especially those who do not stay in Ghana. So you must find a trusted person who can do the basic research for you. If you go and somebody tells you that they have a land to sell, first of all, you must take the plan of the land and do a search at the Lands Commission. That also is very, very important. A search at the Lands Commission will actually tell you the real owners of the land before you make payment. Because somebody might have some documents, some forgery documents and all, and might be able to convince you. But if you take that document and go to the Lands Commission, they will be able to give you proper history of the land, the history of ownership of the land, let you know who owned it from what state to the other and who is the current owner, so that you know who you are buying from the land from, whether the person is the rightful owner of the land or not. So I hope this short vlog would enlighten some of us on how to acquire a land validly and legally in Ghana, so that we don't end up throwing our monies away. I'll come your way again. This is going to be a long journey, so we are going to do a series of vlogs, let you know what's happening everything we do on the way until we get to the farm, and then I'll let you know how we are going to transform that farm. So click on the subscribe button, share our videos, and then comment, and I will sure respond to the comments. Thank you.